G'day, ladies and gents, and welcome to another match where we kick puppies. Yes, that's right, we're playing some low tier. Now, for those of you who don't know, this tank is the Chiha shotgun, also known as the Chiha 120, which I believe was a regular Chiha tank with a 120mm gun, which was designed to, I believe, bunker bust or destroy fortifications. Now, in War Thunder, it gets one shell, high explosive, and it has around 32mm of penetration, which means that you have to be very, very precise with your shells. Now, here I am in my little Chiha, which I absolutely love to death, and you can see right there, as I go to take a shot at that little Frenchy boy, that it has bugger all muzzle velocity. It is one of the slowest rounds in the whole game. So, this tank for me is a bit of a challenge. I always like to take it into low tier, try and get some kills. And there goes my first one. Little Frenchy boy gets artilleried. Perfect. Works for me. So, what I'm doing essentially is just flanking the cap circle, trying to get any stragglers that are heading towards that cap to take it. And I'm also looking on the flank, going for a bit of a flank watch, I guess. I'm trying to support the team in the cap, because this team, as all teams at low tier, have pretty much zero communication. So I am literally the team in this match. And you will see at the end of the match that I get more kills than the enemy, the whole allied team combined. So, yeah. I spot a little Brit boy, and he goes boom. The Frenchy boy looking at me, I pull back over the ridge, bounce a couple of shots miraculously. Well, not so miraculously because the French are terrible, although that tank isn't too bad. But my transmission gets taken out, and you'll find that in the Chiha, and certainly in the Chiha 120, that this will happen a lot. The Chiha shotgun tends to either lose its entire turret crew, its engine, or its transmission very, very quickly. And whilst it can be frustrating, you have to position yourself in a situation where you will only get shot in the transmission, for example, or you won't get shot at all, ideally. And this is exactly what happens in this match. I'm barreling over, trying to secure B, trying to take over basically the flanks, and trying to catch anyone who's trying to head on to assault the cap, which is what I normally like to do anyway. I am trying to put that high explosive shell to use, but I'm also trying not to get hit. And by doing a flank or a flank secure pass, I guess, I can make that really, really effective. And for a second there, I see a little British boy, a little crusader, just past that squeeze bore, and ammunition rack. That has to be one of the most satisfying kills in the whole of War Thunder. Getting a kill with a high explosive shell. You just watch the shell punch through this tiny, tiny section of armor and just go right through as if nothing was there. Alternatively, though, you get situations like that where you get a perfect side shot and nothing. Absolutely nothing. Unfortunately, I don't get that kill. I think it gets taken from me. Sadly. There we go. So, now I can see that C needs to be capped, so I'm heading over there. But I'm also hearing AA guns and fun stuff over by B. And so I've got to go and rescue the team at B. Fun. Still, there's hope for the future because I have a 120mm high explosive shell. And one thing that high explosive 120mm shells are good for are disabling heavy tanks. And over there is a Shabi. Hit his track. He turns to face me, and he can't see me through those trees, which makes me really, really lucky, to be honest. I could have died right there and then, and I was just sort of taking a gamble. I go for that turret ring because I know I can pen the turret ring, but I hit the upper front plate instead, and I'm expecting a return shell any second now, but I get a lucky one into that turret ring, and there it goes. So that means that I can push up a little bit, and I can aim a better shot. I try and go for the roof near the cupola, and I hit the mantlet instead. That last shot I'll use to put into the top of the tank, and I'll get the kill there. But that's the thing with high explosive shells. You can pull off shots like that, and with a tank with such a low muzzle velocity, you can do incredible things. You can pull off some shots that you would never have thought would be otherwise possible. If you guys remember my Centurion AVRE video, you'll see that I managed to shoot King Tigers from behind some rubble. And this shot here, for example, I thought I was going to overshoot, but the low muzzle velocity proved otherwise. It's a fun tank. It's a fun little machine. You can see that you can pull off shots like that. And, you know, it's rewarding. It's so fun. And despite it being in low tier, you'd think, well, low tier isn't really a rewarding tier because everyone's a noob. But because the tank has such, for example, poor turret traverse, poor speed, slow reload, slow muzzle velocity, low penetration, it is a tough tank to play. But the challenge is there, and it is extremely rewarding when you make that work. And so I like playing this tank quite a bit, and it's fun. It's fun to me. I love having a look at the back of an A13 and shooting it, or a Crusader. And unfortunately, that one didn't come to fruition, but the next shell should do some damage. And there we go. Look at that shot. Just look at that shot. It's just insane. And here's the big issue with the Chiha shotgun. It's got terrible turret traverse, and because the reload is so bad, I can't shoot down those trees without considering getting shot at again. And it's really, really frustrating to me, to be honest. That's one of the things that I really don't like about the Chiha shotgun. That long reload. It's a real pain. But thankfully my teammates get there for me. And there's me just spamming ammo, which will turn out to be my downfall. So at this point in the match, I am going to push back on what is coming to retake B. And yeah, my Shadowplay decides to have a bit of a brain fart. As you can see, it's already doing some funny things there with the pixels and all that. So yeah, we don't see a couple of really nice kills, unfortunately. I end up spending all those 6 shells, and I start to head back to the cap circle. And yeah, I'm out of ammo. They're going to start retaking that cap circle, and I get absolutely smashed. There's nothing that I can do, because that's just how it goes, I guess. There's a Crusader there, and yeah, that's the end for me. He bounces one, but it's not going to be long until he eventually finishes me off. Now, the Chiha shotgun, as you will realize, is a little premium. You used to get it for the pre-order packs, I believe it was. It was a little pre-order bundle, and I bought it before the Japanese tanks were released. And you know what? It was fun. It was a fun little tank. I did have big problems with learning how to play it. There was quite a considerable learning curve. And when you get teams like I've got currently, it really, really doesn't help. So I've managed to get 12 kills by myself in a tank that struggles, in a tank with high explosive only. And my team has gotten barely 5. It's annoying, but you know, there's nothing you can do. The tank itself is fun. The matchmaker is okay. I would still advocate for it to go down to 1.3, because I don't think it should face the M3 Lee. But for the most part, the Chiha shotgun is a very, very fun tank. Now, I think I'm just going to skip the rest of this match because we lose. It's not very fun, and I don't get too many kills. But for the most part, yeah. If the Chiha ever comes on sale again, I would definitely recommend that you buy it. If you ever get a chance to play it, if you ever get a chance to buy it, I definitely recommend. It's fun, it's cool, it's unique, it's got a little quirk to it, and it's a really, really nice challenge. And every now and then, if top tier is making you salty and making you rage in chat like it is for me at the moment, maybe go and play some low tier. There's always a little bit of fun in low tier, and there's always something that you can get by kicking puppies, I guess. You know, there's just a slight appeal to playing low tier tanks. Is it the size of the tanks? Is it the map design? Is it just rolling around in a cute little Daimler armored car or a K-knee or a Car-Me? There's something just appealing about low tier tanks, and I think it's overlooked, which is kind of sad. But yeah, if you're ever struggling, or if you're up for a challenge, Chiha Shotgun. Definitely recommend. Anyway, ladies and gents, thank you very much for watching. Take care, and I'll catch you next time.